Disney Plus stuff, and so we'll start getting to that. So let's talk about the Marvel. Let's talk about the Marvel stuff. So WandaVision, they talked a little bit about WandaVision. Now we already know WandaVision's coming. They announced it at Comic-Con. We even knew before that there was going to be a WandaVision show, but they announced some more details. So they said the tone of this show is going to be partially sitcom and partially like the Marvel tone. Now, I think that's really cool. I love that's going to be part sitcom. Even the music feels a bit sitcom-y, which I think is really awesome. And it's something that you see throughout a common theme that you see throughout all these all these Disney Plus shows and the films, the MCU films. They're starting to have more of a variety and a diversity of films, and also, I mean, even actors. And I think that's awesome because, like I've said before, if you want the superhero and comic book genre to keep on being successful as it is right now, you gotta start making different things, or else it's just gonna be like, oh man, we're gonna get the same thing over and over and over again in a superhero movie. It's just never gonna change. I mean, and they're definitely doing the opposite of that, which is really cool. I mean, we've never seen a sitcom superhero thing or adaptation before. So I am very looking forward to that. And they also announced some other cast members that's going to be a part of the show. And that is Catherine Hahn, who I think is hilarious. So I'm definitely hyped about that. Kat Dennings, who was in the first 2 Thor films. Now, I'm curious. I don't know if she's going to play the same character as the first 2 Thor films, because I don't know how they're going to do that. I mean, she's hit and miss for me, to be honest. So I don't know. And then you have Randall Park, who I love. I loved him in Ant-Man and the Wasp. And again, I don't know how they're going to put him into it. So we'll see. Maybe some time travel stuff. I mean, who knows? But I like the news that came out of this stuff. I mean, Kat Dennings, and miss. Catherine Hahn, I love Catherine Hahn. Randall Park, I love Randall Park. I love that tone that they're going for. Something you haven't seen before. So I'm definitely into that. They talk about Falcon Winter Soldier, but nothing really there. Loki series, nothing really there. So then they announced some new television shows on the Disney Plus. Now the first one they talked about, or the last one they announced about, we'll talk about this one first. So first they announced She-Hulk. Now, if you guys do not know who the character of She-Hulk is, well, I have a summary here to tell you who She-Hulk is. So She-Hulk is obviously it's basically the female version of Hulk. So it's basically following an injury, Jennifer Walters received an emergency blood transfusion from her cousin Bruce Banner, and acquired a milder version of his Hulk condition. As such, Walters becomes a large, powerful, green-hued version of herself, while she's still largely retaining her personality. And in particular, she retains her intelligence and emotional control, although like Hulk, she still becomes stronger if enraged. And then it says, in later issues of the comics, her transformation is permanent. Now, I think this is going to be cool. I mean, this is definitely my lesser anticipated, because we've already had Hulk. So, I mean, I don't really care unless the trailer comes out and it's like, oh, it's amazing. And then the reactions come out and it's like, oh, it's amazing. So, I am like, all right, I'll definitely check it out. But as far as anticipation goes for now, we'll see. I mean, it's definitely interesting. I'm not huge on the She-Hulk character, but I've never read any of her comics. I mean, I don't really read comics anyways, but all right, we'll see. Now, another one that they announced is Miss Marvel, not to be confused with Captain Marvel. Now, I don't know when these shows are coming out, but basically, Miss Marvel, her actual name is Kamala Khan, who is a teenage Pakistani American from Jersey City, New Jersey, with shape-shifting abilities, who discovers that she has inhuman genes in the aftermath of the Inhumanity storyline and assumes the mantle of Miss Marvel from her idol, Carol Danvers, after Danvers becomes Captain Marvel. So this could be really cool. I mean, definitely more diverse characters, which is awesome. I mean, you've never seen a Muslim superhero character, so I think that would be really cool. And I do like this. I do like this character. I mean, I'm sure Captain Marvel will somehow play into that. And I am definitely excited to see what Marvel does with this. Now, the big thing that everybody's talking about is Moon Knight. Now, I don't know much about Moon Knight. I mean, I know like the simple stuff about Moon Knight. He definitely looks a lot like Batman, which, what the heck? I mean, the same colors. What's up with that? What's up with that? But but anyways, I mean, what I've seen and know about Moon Knight, I'm definitely excited for. It's definitely one of my more excited of these three television shows. Now, they didn't say anything about it, so therefore I can't really say much about the show. So overall, I mean, She-Hulk, I mean, alright, I'll see what you do there. Miss Marvel, I'm definitely excited for. Moon Knight, definitely excited for. Now, that's the Marvel stuff. Now, the Star Wars Disney Plus shows. So, the first one they talked about was the Cassian Andor series. Now, we don't know much. I mean, yes, Diego Luna is going to show up. And it's also going to have K2SO, so it's going to be like a buddy cop thing. But a spy thriller. That sounds really awesome. You have not seen that in the Star Wars universe. And, by the way, I did enjoy the Cassian Andor in Rogue One. The Cassian Andor character. And then plus, you have K2SO, and I'm sure that'll be tons of fun. The show shoots next year. I mean, there's a lot of Star Wars shows shooting next year. There's another one shooting next year as well that we'll talk about right after this one. But I love Diego Luna. I mean, he's supposed to be, well, he was supposed to be Scarface, but I don't think that will ever happen. But I'm definitely hyped for this. A spy thriller. Haven't seen that in the Star Wars universe, so I'm definitely excited for. But you know something that we are all excited for, we knew it was coming, and it was only about time that they announced it, and that is the Obi-Wan series starring yours truly, Ewan McGregor. Yes, just absolutely yes. Now, if you guys have not seen the video when they announced Ewan McGregor coming back as Obi-Wan, it is chilling, and I wasn't even in the room. They just played that off so well, and again, it shoots next year, and again, if they called it Obi-Wan Lone Jedi, you can say it was all Kid Critics' idea. So I mean, this was kind of a duh situation. I mean, obviously we're gonna get Obi-Wan. I mean, they've been talking about it for years. First, it'll be a standalone movie. I mean, they never confirmed it, but we thought it was gonna be a standalone movie. And now we were speculating that it was going to be a show, and now here it is. Now I've heard so many people say, what about Darth Maul? Is he going to show up? Darth Maul's not going to show up. I mean, that goes against canon, because if you've seen Rebels, Maul finds Obi-Wan and gets murdered with 2 seconds. I mean, that fight, I remember, that everybody was so excited for that fight, and it was just like, oh. Like, you blink and it's over. And so I don't think Maul will show up. Hopefully he doesn't, because then that kind of destroys canon. But, I mean, it doesn't destroy overall canon, but, like, that part of canon. So I don't think he'll show up. But, again, my number one hope is that we see Jabba the Hutt. Because I love Jabba the Hutt. Maybe we'll get, is it possible that we can get Boba Fett? I'm thinking about canon here. I'm pretty sure it's possible, right? Because... Well, because after Revenge of the Sith, the thing is, I don't know how long after Revenge of the Sith. Because we see Boba Fett in the special edition of A New Hope, so depending, I mean, we could possibly see Boba Fett in there. That would be pretty cool. And I'm sure Vader, again, we talked about this last episode, I'm sure Vader's going to show up. So yeah, I'm definitely hyped for Obi-Wan. And yeah, you are for shizzle that Ewan McGregor is back. Now, this was easily the highlight moment of this panel. And that is the Mandalorian. This Mandalorian show. I'm telling you, I am so excited for this show. This show looks utterly fantastic. This trailer is Star Wars meets Unforgiven meets Logan meets beautiful artwork in front of Kid Critics' eyes. It looks so good. So good. I mean, there's beautiful set pieces in this trailer, by the way, that they showed. I mean, it just looks so, there's so many cool shots. I mean, every part of this trailer is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I mean, the shot where the stormtrooper helmets are on spikes, like if it's Game of Thrones. Ooh, awesome. The action looks great. You got Carl Weathers in there. Carl Weathers. And I swear if I see an epic handshake, like in Predator, that'd be so good. So good. I'm so excited. I mean, you got Pedro Pascal in there. You got Carl Weathers in there. Yeah. Yeah. I'm telling you, I'm so excited for The Mandalorian. And I said this in my trailer reaction, which, by the way, make sure to check out that Mandalorian trailer reaction. But I said this in my trailer reaction. If somebody were to say that they're more excited for Mandalorian than Episode 9, I'd be like, hey, I don't blame you. I don't know if I'd say that, especially after what I hear of Rise of Skywalker, that the footage that they showed. But I am so excited for this. My excitement is just absolutely through the roof. And this, I mean, and this looks like the most R-rated thing we've gotten in Star Wars. I mean, when what's his face? When the Mandalorian, I don't know the character's name. I'm sure his name's not gonna be the Mandalorian. But when he's fighting those guys in like a bar or something, and then the guy's running out, and he shoots his gun at the control thing, and then it just closes on him and basically slices him in half. Oh, that was such a great move. I am so hyped for this show, and I'm just gonna keep on saying it. I am so hyped for The Mandalorian. It looks fantastic. Make a ride at this at Star Wars Land. I mean, they're already working on season 2, which shows extreme confidence, but I mean, they showed extreme confidence in Rian Johnson as well with The Last Jedi, and look how that turned out. But I am so hyped. So hyped. God. So some other shows that they talked about on Disney Plus. They talked about this Jeff Goldblum. I believe it's the Seeing the World Through the Eyes of Jeff Goldblum or something like that. I am definitely want to check that out because I love Jeff Goldblum. And by the way, I don't know if you guys saw the video of them interviewing Jeff Goldblum and asking him about Spider-Man. His reaction was golden. His reaction was absolutely golden. I mean, I just love Jeff Goldblum. I think that could be really cool. And this could be, it definitely could have a little bit more variety that you get on Disney Plus. So that could be really, really awesome. You also have this Forky show, which I love. Because, I mean, Forky wasn't my favorite character in Toy Story 4. I really enjoyed his character, though, and I think that's going to be really cool. I believe Forky asks questions, and the footage that they showed is basically him asking Ham, the piggy bank, about money. That just sounds like a total blast. And you have the Monsters, Inc. show, which I hear instead of making kids laugh, instead of making kids scared, it's making them laugh, which I think could be really interesting. You have this Lady and the Tramp movie, which I did a trailer reaction on. Make sure to check it out. I mean, like I said before, I have not seen the classic. I have not seen the classic original of Lady and the Tramp. However, I'm like, oh, this looks pretty cute. I mean, this looks like something you'd watch around the holidays. Probably have a nice time. Drink a cup of cocoa, sit by the fire. I'm sure it'd be a nice movie. And there's a video that they posted of the two dogs that was in the movie, of them basically taking pictures. They look absolutely adorable. And by the way, when they talked, I thought it looked really good. Because while I did really enjoy The Lion King, there's some moments where I'm like, the talking looks a bit off. I didn't have the problem with Jungle Book, but in Lion King it did look a bit off. But in this movie, in Lady and the Tramp, it looks pretty good, but it's just a trailer.